Alright people, what the hell is going on? Time for another one of these videos. I hope it don't go long, but this is an actual life update video. Specifically for people I know personally and folks on my various social medias, you know, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and all that. So, life update coming up. I'll show y'all in a minute. What the hell is going on? So, life update. This is just to give everybody a glimpse of what's going on at the moment, and that's about it. What I got of, you know, what I'm feeling of what I'm thinking about doing coming 2021, which will be a big deal for me, not so much for other people. You know, taking it the way things are going now, if I make that decision, it won't affect anybody's life except for mine. So I'll get into that. But as far as my workouts is concerned, I got that going. My workouts aren't, I'm gonna look no different, but they're not as productive as I would like them to be. I just think that I don't know, my hormones might not just be up to snuff, even though I am taking you know testosterone boosters and stuff like that. As far as just working out, I be feeling it, man. I'm thinking it's just most because I work out by myself, and no, just having somebody that you just happen to be at the gym with don't fucking count. I'm talking about somebody that you actually working out with, where y'all doing the same shit, which means I would probably have to be working out with a strong ass woman or a dude around my strength level, where, you know, we ain't gotta undo all the fucking weights, you know, that we, you know, pretty much, you know, can work around the same sets and reps, you know, whatever. Well, I don't have that. Matter of fact, I haven't had that. The last time that I would have had that is when me and my homeboy Derek was hanging out, and that was back in my motherfucking 20s, and I wasn't even going to the gym back then. So yeah, so much for that. I don't know why I was wiping the hell out of these bifocals, because they scratched. I was wondering where the hell I got these bifocals from. I think these are some glasses that somebody left at the shop. They not even prescription, but I wear them because I'm supposed to keep my eyes covered. Just keep shit from hitting you in your eyes. I got prescriptions right there, but I only break those out when I need to. And I broke them out the other day, or I thought I did, and got all the way to where I was supposed to be having lunch with a friend of mine. And I had my reading glasses. I got 2 pair of reading glasses and a pair of prescription glasses, and I also have a pair of prescription shades. Prescription shades don't look nothing like the rest of them, so can't mix those up. So I had those when I was driving. And then I had my reading glasses, and my fucking prescriptions were still in the drawer way in the back. So I had 2 pair of prescription glasses that kind of looked the same. I'm like, the fuck? So I just grabbed one of those and went. And when I got there, I'm sitting inside the restaurant with my friend. I cannot see her face worth shit. So that was it was good to be able to be in the presence of somebody during this time, especially somebody you like, and then also be able to just sit there and across the table and not be able to make out their fucking faces. Kind of disappointing. But anyway, my workouts are iffy, but I'm doing them. You know what I'm saying? At this rate, I would have met my vague ass goal of looking like, you know, I'm working out. If you look at my old pics or something like that, it looked like I was, you know, it looked like I've been in the gym working out. That's plainly, that's my motherfucking goal. My goal is to, by the end of fucking December, by the time New Year's hit, I want to be able to go on my front porch, take my little after pictures, you know, to compare them to my before pictures that I had before, you know, in late September, you know, this year, 2020, and have it be a noticeable difference. Not some big life-changing difference, but when I stand there, I want you to be able to see that, okay, this Negro been working out, you know what I'm saying, over the past 3 months and some days, and you can tell. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I know you ain't gonna see I ain't gonna be out cut up with these definition and shit. I ain't never been like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not expecting to be like that in no 3 months. Now, come next summer, woo, baby. But next summer is next summer. I'm trying to get to fucking December 31st. You know, I want to hit New Year's looking like I've done something, even if after time, you know, wait a minute, December, I'm on my porch. Well, you know what? I'm just going to be cold on my porch. Even if it's cold as fuck outside, I'm still going to go outside on my porch and, you know, with my shorts on and no shirt and take pictures, because that's how my other ones is. I just thought about that. I was like, last couple of New Year's, well, I don't know about last New Year, but I do remember, like, on New Year's, I'm usually freezing my ass off. So we shall see. Life update. You know, my health is all right. My eyesight is not. It's never getting any better. You know what I'm saying? So that's not news, though. That ain't new. Most people don't know, but that ain't new. Another thing, you know, along with my workouts, I'm trying to control my diet. To not take it. I took insulin today because I've got a chicken shawarma sandwich here, a protein drink right here, and even, you know, those are kind of a protein drink. You know, that, you know, when you're working out, if you ain't putting what you need to put in your body while you're working out, you waste your fucking time. Diet be damned. If you just need to have certain nutrients in your body. Especially if I want to look like I've been working out. I'm not going to look like I ain't been working out if I don't put calories in. But I have to make sure that I use those calories. This is like a chicken shawarma, something. It's basically just vegetables, chicken on a pita roll or whatever the fuck. So this is not, and I had one of these earlier. It was 2 for 1 on fucking Uber. So I got this. I gotta eat this, and I gotta drink that very soon, because I'm fasting after tonight. Whenever I eat this will be the last thing I have until Monday or Tuesday. So I'll do my fast, and that's one of the things that I've been trying to working fasting into my diet to cut back on the insulin use. I use the insulin when I have to. When I know I'm going to be taking in shit. It ain't no use to taking insulin when you ain't fucking eating. Or you ain't hardly eating anything. If you ain't eating a whole lot of food in that day, if you just happen to be a diabetic and you just at a point in your life where you don't have like a big appetite or some shit like that, taking insulin on those days might not be a good deal. You know, it depends. But for me, it's not a good deal. Now on days when I'm eating normal, when I know I'm gonna be working out, I just got through working out. Okay, I need to take my insulin because I know I got extra calories and shit coming in. And like I said, my workouts aren't that intensive, so I know I'm not burning all them motherfucking calories. So I gotta knock that shit out. The only thing is, I slow down on taking the insulin because insulin is the cause of my fucking weight gain. You know what I'm saying? Insulin is the cause of my weight gain. Now, there's a way I have to balance that shit. Insulin is the cause of my weight gain. Now, if I'm eating right and all this other shit, I don't have to worry about it. Now, if I'm eating a bunch of junk food, you know what I'm saying, right along with the insulin, I'm just going to get fat. Along with having high sugar, you know what I'm saying, because I can eat a whole fucking lot. And the way things been going lately, it triggers your fucking appetite. I ain't talking about working. I'm just talking about shit in general. Just, you know, you eat to compensate for shit. It's just how shit goes. I'm one of those people. And I'll just get fat. Now, if I stop taking my insulin and I eat like, you know, like I just said, then I'm going to lose weight. You know what I'm saying? It's weird, but yeah. If my sugar rises out of control, I will lose weight. Now I get back down to 230, 220 pounds, and I'm looking real funny. Motherfuckers be looking at you sideways like, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. As a matter of fact, I need to probably weigh myself somewhere, too. I'm probably around in between 250. I lost a lot of weight the first fast I did, but that was some weeks ago. So, that little 15 pounds probably came back by now. Because I tried to fast a few times in between that, but I figured that fasting, I have to find a way to make it consistent. You know what I'm saying? Well, okay, I'm going to fast for 2 days, start at the beginning of the week, twice a month. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it every week because, you know, it fucks with your workouts because you have to eat a certain way. If I want to work out on Tuesday, and I know I got some shit going on later on in the week when I ain't gonna have time to work out, well, I can't fast. I gotta cut my fast because after you fast, like for a couple of days, you don't go right back into fasting. You gotta ease your way into it with some fucking soup or some shit like that. Because if you just go throwing down food shit like you ain't ate in a month, you're gonna have diarrhea out the ass for the next 2 days. Don't ask me how I know that. Yeah, I've done it twice. So yeah, just don't do that. But yeah, trying to keep my diet, trying to cut my insulin use down so I can actually burn this fat. All right, now if you look at my before pictures, and I'm pretty sure when you look at my after pictures, all my weight is right here. All of it. Look at this shit. Ain't no weight, ain't no fat up here. Ain't no fat down here. All of it is right here. It's all muffin top. You know what I'm saying? It's all muffin tops. It's apparent when you look at my pictures. Especially from the back. You see that if you look at my my before and after pictures, which I will have on my next video, not my next fitness video, but whenever I post that, but that's in December. So, yeah, try to cut back on that, cut back on the insulin. You just try to do that. It's either that or I got to build the rest of my body up. I got to build enough muscle to make this little fat on my waist look like nothing. I'd have to get like super huge for that to happen. Just getting a little pump is not gonna fucking do it. So, but other than that, physically, you know, I got the same issues with the numbness in my feet and all this other shit. That's just shit that comes with the territory, and the only way to deal with that shit is to eat right. Yeah. And I've been dealing with it long enough to where just eating right for a month or two is not gonna fucking help. It's a extended lifestyle change you have to do to see any goddamn difference from this shit. So this shit that I'm just dealing with, this full body thing now. The main thing is socially. I'm thinking that sometime in 2021 I'm gonna have to just start like a whole new chapter. In my life, a whole new chapter, not just, you know, changing the little story or whatever. I'm gonna have to. It's gonna be like changing the chapter to where it's like, is this the same book? Is this the same book? The fuck is this shit? I done turned the page, and next thing I know, we done went from fucking like we done went from modern day times. Man, this motherfucker is on a moon, you know, 50 years from now. We trying to figure out what the fuck going on. Shit look a little different. It's like, what the hell going on? Yeah. I'm going to have to do something like that. And you know, when you come up with shit, right? And you think, man, that's, you know, that might just be ridiculous. You know, in your brain, it might be ridiculous. But my gut tells me that you just need to start the fuck over. That's what my gut is telling me. You know, people always say, follow your gut, follow your gut. You know, I'm like, yeah. It would be like me if I just got up and moved to a whole fucking city where I didn't know nobody. That's the kind of what I'm talking about right now. Like if I was to say, fuck it, pack my shit, be done with this, what I got right here, and move to fucking Nebraska or fucking Kentucky or some shit where I don't know nobody, sit my ass there and then work my way around, out there. That's essentially what I feel like I'm going to have to do right now. But without the actual moving part. Because I can do that now. It's not hard to do. It's just a matter of fucking doing it. Which is what I said earlier, where I say that's something that will right now would affect me, but it wouldn't affect nobody else. Which is one of the things where that's why I feel I have to do that. Because I got a lot of videos of me making this same sentiment to where I'm like, okay, the people that I'm connected to right now don't benefit me none. You know what I'm saying? They don't benefit me none. And the ones that benefit you in ways that you already got, that covered. Nobody I know right now just benefits me in a way that helps me out. You know what I'm saying? I can take advantage of their help if they want to, but it's something I can easily do for myself. And not to say that I'm not thankful for it, but it's just like what I need right now is I can't get from, the people around me, at least that I want to get it from. You know what I'm saying? You got needs that you need from certain people. You can't get that from everybody. And then you got those same needs that you can get from folks that you don't want that shit from. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So I got that situation right now going on where I'm like, okay, hey, this shit is not working. You know what I'm saying? This is some shit that's been going on since, just say, fucking 10 years, easily. You know what I'm saying? 10 years, it's the same shit. Downhill. It gets worse and worse every year until you get to this year, where it's exacerbated by external stimulus. To be not to pun with the goddamn stimulus, but the corona didn't help that none. It just puts an emphasis on it that we're okay. I can't depend on these people. You know what I'm saying? It's just these folks are not what I need right now. Not saying they bad people. People got their own shit to deal with. People can't be concerned with you all the goddamn time. But you still, it's like I'm in a situation where I need to get, because people say in a situation where I'm in, excuse me, I don't know why I want to start burping and shit right about now. Where they like, man, all thing you do just go out, live your life, and blah, 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 blah. But that don't make no fucking sense. Because living your life is pursuit. Living your life is pursuit of your wants and needs. You go out and do what you do on a daily basis based on your wants and your needs. That's fucking life. You know what I'm saying? Some people are lucky enough to enjoy that process a whole lot more than others. But that's fucking life. Live your life. I am living my life. My life is doing that. Now, there are certain things, you might need to prioritize, and that's probably what they're talking about. But I'm like, I need nothing else right now. When people say work on yourself, there's nothing else for me to work on. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing else for me to work on. There's nothing to be fixed. Everything with me right now, other than the necessity of money, which all of us pretty much have. Other than that, only other thing that I need has to come from other people. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing I can go out and manufacture and earn myself. I have to get it from other people. And the people that surround me don't supply that. You know what I'm saying? So I got to the point where I was like, well, the only way I can do that is to ghost the people. What's the problem? The problem is the people around me. Not that they're problematic. It's the situation. It's the problem. I need a whole new people. I need a whole new people. You know what I'm saying? Because the people around me do not supply what the fuck I need. And being who I am, and I just talked about this in the last video I made. You know, I'm the type of person that always reaches out to folks. Not in a big way, but in a small way. So I'm always keeping in contact with people. But in doing that, I'm also reminded how little people really want to contact you, or how much they want to communicate with you. Even the ones that may say otherwise. You can tell how people communicate with you, how much they really want to communicate with you. If people be short with you, or they just end conversations and shit like that, and or you can't really have a back and forth without some kind of spat popping up over nothing, like what happened yesterday. It's just that type of shit. And I looked through my phone, and I'm like, okay. Well, I hadn't looked through my phone. I don't have to look. I know what phone numbers I got. It ain't like I used to have, where I had like 40, 50 fucking numbers. That's a whole different stupid ass thing. A lot of that shit don't make sense. But I'm talking about right now where I'm considering restarting. That means ghosting everybody. If you don't have what I need at this particular time, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go. You gotta go. That might sound extreme, but that's what my gut is telling me I need to do. My gut has told me a whole bunch of shit I need to do that I did that I probably shouldn't have. And my gut also told me to jump into the stock market this year. And yeah, that worked out. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, that worked out. My gut told me to do a few things inside of that wasn't all that goddamn great. But overall, it worked out. Everything you do is a fucking gamble. Dealing with people and shit like that, still a fucking gamble. But my gut is telling, because as long as I got these people around me, or if they still in reach, as long as these people are still in reach, I'm going to reach out. Whether I need to or not. So they need to not be there. You know what I'm saying? They need to not be there. So in sometime in 2021, you know what I'm saying, depending on, how I end this year and start the next one, because, even though my gut is telling me to do this, my gut also tells me that, yeah, you don't just do this shit just right off the top of your motherfucking head. Because that means I got to cut off everybody. And it's one or two things I got to see how they play out I got to see how some shit, plays out. But eventually, somewhere along in 2021, I might have to just cut everything loose and start the fuck over. If you not blood or extended family, which means if your name ain't Lee, Williams, Kemp, Carrier, you probably gone. And you probably been knowing me for 10, 15 years. You know what I'm saying? But you gonna be out of there. Not your fault, but something I need to do for me. Because this shit I need to do, I'm 45 years old. There's shit that I need to be able to do that I can't do. You know what I'm saying? There's shit that I need to be able to do that I can't do, that I want to do, because my social life ain't right. I don't have to worry about nothing else right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to worry about it. I can pay my bills. I can feed myself. I can move around fairly easy. At least right now I can. So, and other everyday shit that people got to do. I got that. Everything that I need right now to complete whatever it is that needs to be, connected inside of me has to come from somebody else. It's not some shit I can do to myself. You know what I'm saying? I can't dig in my heart and fix this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, somebody else has to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's just the simplest way to put it, and I wouldn't even really focus on this, is that I don't have a vagina. I can't fuck myself. You know what I'm saying? If I want to fuck something, I don't have a vagina. I can't just bend my shit around and stick it in there. It don't work like that. If I want to do that, I have to get it elsewhere. Now, that's the crudest way I can fucking put it. You want some pussy? Well, you gotta go get it. Now, it ain't just pussy I'm talking about. I'm talking about everything, as far as the whole person is concerned. I have to get that from somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So, and I've been dealing with people over and over again that don't even come close. Some give the illusion of giving you that. You might get the physical part, but you're not getting the emotional part. You might get the emotional part, but you ain't getting the physical part. You might not be getting either. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of folks out there won't give you either, but they can play the role long enough to get whatever it is they want out of you. So I'm dealing with that shit too. You know what I'm saying? Well, shit, I ain't got the emotional or the physical part, and I'm sitting there playing a goddamn role like a fucking dummy, and I ain't getting nothing out of it. You know, so yeah, and somewhere along in 2021, I have to see a few things, but that's on the fucking horizon. And when I do it, I'm gonna tell you right now, all the social media gotta go, because that ain't no use of me deleting a whole bunch of numbers out of my phone. And if I'm gonna keep my social media where you still got contact with all those people, defeats the point. I've done that. I've deleted a whole bunch of numbers out of my phone, and then just from my phone, I just started hitting those people up on Messenger instead. You jump from square one. You jump from square one to square two, but you didn't make it to square two. Somehow you jumped forward to square two and still end up landing in square one. You ain't make no motherfucking progress. Not even an illusion of progress. So that's what I'm fighting with right now. I'm feel that's something in 2021 that I'm gonna have to do. And the fact that that this whole shutdown thing then slowed the dating up. You know what I'm saying? It just, that shit dried up. So that shit dried up. So it's like, okay, I need to figure out something, because I got to the point now from whenever this shit first hit up until now that I have to do something. You know what I'm saying? I can't just sit the fuck around. You know, I can't just sit the fuck around, because I got people that, hey, you can come over here. I stop by there. Shit, somebody said, one of the few people's house that I've been over, she was like, I'm unpacking the house, so when I'm done unpacking the house, I'm gonna come by there and pick you up for the weekend. Where at this point, that was more than 3 weekends ago. You know what I'm saying? That was more than 3 weekends ago, and I'd have been in contact with that person several times, and they ain't said shit. More than 3 weekends done passed. Well, I say more than 3. I guess about 3 weekends done passed since then. And I was like, well, which weekend? Was it this weekend coming up or the next weekend? I'm like, whatever. Shit, whatever. It was either this or next week. I'm like, well, then what fucking weekend then? Because we gonna be in a whole nother month. We going into fucking Thanksgiving and then into fucking December, where people's weekends is not gonna be free, especially folks like us, because they be gone. So I know for a fact, if she ain't talking about this weekend or next weekend coming up, she ain't gonna be here. She gonna be gone. Thanksgiving come around, she ain't gonna be here. She gonna be gone somewhere. She gonna be in a whole nother. She gonna be in Virginia somewhere. Christmas come around, she ain't gonna be at fucking home. She gonna, old lady live in the house by herself. She ain't gonna be out. She gonna be gone in a whole fucking other state. She gonna be Cabo somewhere. I don't know where people go. Yeah, but shit, shit like that irritates the fuck out of me. And I'm not confrontational, so I'm not gonna just. I thought you was gonna, some people do that. I'm like, if you didn't, you just didn't. Whatever. I go my own fucking way. I'm not gonna wait on you. If you said you was gonna do something and you don't do it, I'm not gonna call you out on it most times, unless you explicitly promised it. You know what I'm saying? And where I had to do something out of my way to get ready for it. I ain't have to do shit. She said she was just I'm gonna do this, and that, and I'm gonna come by and pick you up for the weekend. Well, that ain't the only thing I'm gonna have to do is just grab some clothes out the fucking drawer to last me for like 1 or 2 nights. And that's it. But see, shit, when people do shit like that, it just pushes me further in another goddamn direction. I'm like, okay, well, I get the other shit where You know, when my phone is just dry as fuck all the goddamn time. You know, folks don't call you, people don't text you, and then when you do text them, they don't necessarily just. That happened to me, like yesterday, and even after I did my video yesterday, I got a couple of messages that were just dead as hell. I don't expect people to sit there and have no long ass fucking conversation with you over text. I know what that is. It's just like, you know, I know when people see my name in their phone, they like, I know, whatever. But, you know, it's just the way those conversations go, you know, it's just like, they were just like, I done text him back, bye, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be, well, you know, about to go to bed. Well, one person said they was about to go to bed good night, but it wasn't in a nice way. It wasn't in a nice way. That was the one where she was complaining about something. And she didn't like what I said. And she hit me back a little later where I'm tired. I'm going to bed good night. That means just don't text me no more. I'm going to bed, so don't text back. That's what that means. I know, you know, sometimes you just can't go in and decipher people's text messages and shit like that. But yeah, that's what that text meant. You know. So, but my phone is full of that. My phone is full of that. You know, I get a message and it's just like, I'm not going to reply to the message. Yeah, I get those where it don't make no sense for me to reply to the message because I don't have shit to say. You know what I'm saying? I don't have nothing to say, nothing productive. You know, you get that, you know, and that only happens with like people you real close to each other. I don't really have nothing to say. Because anything I say, I know is shit that you don't want to hear. You know what I'm saying? So if I say it, what's already rocky is just going to start to fall apart even more. So it gets to the point where you just don't, you be like me, where I just stop talking to people. You know what I'm saying? Same thing people do to me. Because, you know what, I just stop talking. If sometimes people figure I ain't about shit, and they'll just stop talking to me. They'll stop replying to texts. They won't, you know, whatever. I understand. Because I have to do the same goddamn thing. Because to certain people, I ain't about shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, we all are. You know what I'm saying? But it's on you, you know, to recognize that in another person and act accordingly, which is what I'm thinking about doing now. Because all the people that I'm going to have to cut off, you got to think about it. Like I said, these are people that just like friends for 10 plus years. And that's what they are. They're just friends of 10 plus years. There's no consistency or not frequency. Yeah. There's no frequency there. Y'all just known each other for a long ass time. You might only talk to each other 2 or 3 times a fucking year. You know, and then it gets to the point where, you know, those end up being half of the people in your phone. Those are half of the people in your phone, the people that you've known a long time that you don't ever fucking talk to. That you don't ever fucking really text back and forth with. All the people that you do that shit with is the people you just met that you trying to get to know. That you just, and then, you know, you end up with those in your phone. You're just like, well, they ain't talking about shit. And you just waiting for that shit to dissipate. You know, you got somebody on my phone there, it's just like, I know ain't shit gonna happen. You know, I say that, but you never fucking know. I say that, you know, but, you know, on the surface, I'm like, I know I'm not gonna pursue nothing with her. I'm not even gonna try to fuck. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean if she offer it up, I'm not gonna take this. Well, in normal times, you know, these days ain't nobody just offering up shit. It just, yeah, even the motherfuckers that was giving it up ain't giving it up. At least the smart ones. I tell you, I know that from fucking experience. So, goddamn dry. I made a joke about a dry penis, and I guess one of my friends didn't like it. I'm like, shit, bitch. Yeah, you want to ask me how things are going on my end? I'll fucking tell you. I'm horny as fucking ain't no pussy around. And I get agitated when I ain't got none. I was about to drink this, and I just thought about it. I was going to end up with a big fucking brown fucking dookie looking diarrhea mustache on top of my fucking face while I ain't gonna do that right now. But that was the update, is that sometime in 2021 that I'm probably gonna have to just ghost my whole social scene. Social scene. I guess you have to practice shit like that if you was an actor, because you would have to shoot the whole goddamn scene over with. Get up there talking about social scene. Yeah, I was stepping up again with my social scene. Cut. God damn it, motherfucker. That's the 50th time. Can you please say that shit right? Ain't that Liberty Mutual commercial where that dude is sitting out there on the shore, little dock or whatever the fuck he on, and they keep doing takes of the Liberty Mutual, and he was like, Liberty Mutual. He did it twice. That shit was funny as hell. Liberty Mutual. And why that shit is entertaining to me, I don't know, but that was the funniest part of that goddamn video. Liberty Mutual. I know why, because I do that shit sometimes. I've done it twice within the last few months that I remember that was funny as hell. But for the life of me, I cannot remember what the fuck. The only thing I know is that I transposed the first letter of 2 words twice, semi-recently. That was funny as hell. That I probably wouldn't ever been able to do it again. And it was just, you just regular talking, you just blah, 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 and just spit it out. And you be like, wait a minute, that wasn't right. Like you had a mini stroke or some shit. And I can't even remember what the fuck I said. I remember I was trying to remember what I said like a day later. I could not remember what the fuck I said. I just remember it was funny as hell. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna think about it. I ain't gonna think long. Think long, think wrong. But like I said, I got some shit that I gotta let play out over the next maybe couple months. Cause I'm gonna tell you right now, ain't no Valentine's dates. So I definitely ain't gotta worry about that shit. Unless if I have a Valentine's date and I'm looking at my phone, it's gonna be out of 1, 2, 3. Out of people I know, I'll see maybe one person, maybe. And it's maybe one person, then it's like 2 people that I might, depending on what the fuck's going on. If I decided I just want to do something for the hell of it, that I would go with. But there's only one person that I would bring it up with. But I would actually have to see how things go with that up until, because I'm with that situation, it's like it's delicate. You want to start you know, it's one of them things where you like, okay, you're gonna have to bring the shit up eventually. Do you bring it up tomorrow, a month from now, 2 months from now, next fucking year? You know what I'm saying? No. You know, you gotta try to gauge and time it right. Because if you don't time it right, you ruin it. So you gotta learn to dig into people's conversation. Because like if I dig into it now, it's just like, okay, they don't call like they used to, and then they only call when they have a small window to talk. You know what I'm saying? They only call when they have a small window to talk. Because you can't, ain't nobody just talking to fucking you. So they only call when they have a small window to talk. When you talk to somebody and it's the same time, the same activity every goddamn day, and then it just get to the point where you're like, okay, I ain't really hear from them as much as I used to. And just, okay. You like I said, you don't want to assume, but you have to, sometimes folks will get a feeling that they talking to somebody a little bit too much. And I keep all my conversations pretty dry. You know what I'm saying? I have my personality, but I keep it all dry, and I'm not suggestive of anything, doing all that shit. Just to keep shit neutral, so I can tell myself which way are they floating. Because you have to really do that with people you talking to, especially if it's somebody you think you might have an interest in. You might have to be like, well, I have to see if they mention something. Sometimes you have to let people throw out a little bit of bait. And then you don't want to just take all the bait. You just take a piece of it. Like the rats, you put rat trap out there, and them motherfuckers come take half the cheese, and then run on out, and you come out there, and you like, God damn, it's fucker. So, yeah, you take, sometimes you have to take half of it, and then see if they put some more out there. If they keep putting some more out there, that means they will be interested in snapping on you in a good way. So I have to wait, and that's a process that could take a long ass time. Long ass time. Super long time. It could. Well, I done learned nowadays. It's just at a certain point you have to shoot your shot, but you gotta wait. You don't want to be. You want to wait till you at least get to the free throw line where you kind of comfortable. If you can't just go up for the fucking layup or the dunk, you know what I'm saying? At least be around the free throw line so you can take a comfortable little shot. You don't want to be shooting from fucking half court all desperate and shit. Looking, it's not a good look. And when you shooting from half court in that motherfucking in that instance, it's not a good thing. You don't want to be doing that. So I have to do that, and then I got to start throwing out bait for a couple of other people just to see if they, if shit might can happen. Like I say, even that, off the top of my head, it's only like one goddamn person. So I have to, and then one of those people is one of the people that didn't text me back. Well, they texted me back last night, but they didn't text me back after I replied. So, there's that. She part of the shit that I'm fucking talking about. So, even then, it's just like, dude. And then, like I said, the only other people that even mention shit be folks that you don't have no interest in. It's some 20-year-old chick. Not 20, 27, 28. She just is, no, I wouldn't do that. I've turned down free hookups from her. So if I'm turning down the coochie, you can damn near, it's somebody I talk to or whatever, but it's, if I'm turning down the coochie that you trying to give to me, then you can damn sure know that I ain't trying to do shit else. You 20-something years old, you ain't got no kids. I can't fuck with you like that. You got your whole life. You got this. I can't help you with none of that. And that's like doing folks a favor, And even the folks she fuck with still motherfucker older than me. Which as great as she thinks she is, the shit you do is just not very fucking smart. You steady trying to find you a relationship with somebody. You 27, 28 years old, but you fucking with motherfuckers in their 50s that have bad track records with women. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just, that's the kind of shit I get. I get that. I'm just like, I don't want that. Go away. Go on now. But I talk to people, so I'm not, I talk to folks, but that's my problem. That's my problem. But she dry as hell right now when I text her. I was texting to see what she doing, because she used to be one that called every goddamn day. Well, I'm assuming that her and whoever she fucking with are doing pretty goddamn good right now, because she don't know how to text. And even when she do text, after I reply, there's nothing after that. She'll be like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, I'm doing fine. And then there won't be nothing else after that. So that means she's doing okay, wherever the fuck she is doing what she doing. That's how my phone is. And that's why 2021, after I get through that, because also in 2021 is when I get to check out all these swipes I've been doing. I get to check out all these swipes on all these dating apps, all these matches that I'm building up. Well, I'm going to have to sit my ass down and copy pasta a whole bunch of goddamn people. A whole bunch. And that's not going to be pretty. But I'm not, I ain't got shit else to do. Sit there, copy pasta a whole bunch of motherfuckers. I'm going to have conversations going with like 50 goddamn different people. It's irritating as hell. It is. You might not believe, but it is. It's irritating as hell when you got an inbox, all that shit, and every time you get a message, you got to blow it in. The thing is, it dies off quick. You can go from having 50, 60 messages going back and forth with people. It's the same stupid ass people that you deal with in real life, and that 50 will drop down to 30. Next day it drop down to 20. And then the next day you'll be at like 10. at the end of the week, you be down to like 10 messages back and forth between people that you generally trying to have a genuine conversation with, you know what I'm saying? The normal dating type shit. It was just a bunch of the same thing. I mean, you literally say the same thing because everybody asks the same fucking questions. And then you would think out of 50 messages, you go in the next week, you might have one. You might have one. And you might not even meet that person. You might not even meet that person. That's why I said in my other video, you fish with a net, because if you go in there fishing with a pole, picking one motherfucker at a time, that shit just don't work in the online dating scene. It just fucking don't. You do that when you go to the club. You pick a motherfucker and you kind of just roll up to them and blah, 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 do your thing. Maybe you get a number or whatever. You either get a number or a Snapchat code or whatever the fuck. And, you know, bam, you know, you work with that shit. But I don't do that, so I got to do the online dating thing, and I have to deal with a whole bunch of bullshit, which is sadly is going to be the start of my new beginning. It's going to be from those people that I run across. You know, like I've been swiping all this year, so I got matches on. I got matches, stacks of matches, stacks of matches. You know what I'm saying? I got stacks of matches that I've been stacking up all this year because all I do is swipe. I rarely send messages on dating sites. I will send at the, like, I say around the start of spring, the end of winter, start of spring, I send out messages then. I won't send out no more messages until fall come around. And that's it. I send out messages maybe twice a year. Other than that, I'll reply to messages I get. Other than that, I hop on there and I just swipe. You know, that's probably, hey, that's how I operate. And that's how I'm seeing I'm going to have to repopulate my socials, repopulate my social circle. Damn it. I'm gonna have to repopulate my social circle. Whatever, man. Y'all know what the fuck I'm trying to say. With new people, because like I said, the people that I'm surrounded by, just by no fault of their own, just don't offer what the fuck I'm looking for or what I need. So that was it. So anybody that I'm pretty sure 100% of people not even watching this video to this point. But if you just happen to be somebody I know and you fall in that category, don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. I guess I ended this right on time because I hear my truck pulling up. I only get to record like this when I'm at home by myself. You know, I got somebody living in the back room. So I either have to go next door or go out there because I can't talk like this with folks. I don't like people hearing what the fuck I'm saying. So, yeah. Don't take it personal. You know what I'm saying? This is just something I need to do if I do it. But even if I don't do the whole goddamn, just blanket the whole thing and just burn the whole thing down to the ground, scorched earth or whatever, there would definitely be a trim. And that happens every fucking year, so that's not new. There would definitely be a trim down, so a lot of people are going to be getting cut the fuck loose. And that's it. I will catch y'all whenever I shoot another motherfucking video. So, until then, good night! That was so goofy. Why the fuck did I do that? See y'all.